I was born HIV positive and I got HIV through mother-to-child transmission. So growing up wasn't very easy for me because I suffered a lot of stigma. Back then, people were not well informed about HIV and AIDS, so sometimes people wouldn't even sit next to you. But now, as I've grown up, I saw that HIV is not really a train smash. There is life after HIV. It's not the end of the world, and if you take your treatment well, you actually can still fulfill your dreams. I started taking medication at the age of 5 years, but back then at 5 years, I didn't even know what medication it was for. I only realized when I was in high school. So we die mostly of natural causes, but we can sustain the virus by taking our medication. So I feel like a normal person, and I still live up to my dreams, and I'm all normal like everyone.
Nkosi's Haven provides a home for destitute HIV-positive mothers and their children, offering holistic care and support since 1999. Here, the impact of easily available treatment has been clear.
You know, HIV AIDS is now normalized, and we're asking people to normalize it. And although it still carries its own stigma and make no end, but it is still around. But our funeral budget is zero. It used to be high. But the need for emotional interventions is very definitely there. And so if I could employ 3 or 4 full-time play therapists, and then of course education.
Since 1998, the Treatment Action Campaign has been central in securing an universal government-provided AIDS treatment program in South Africa. Although grateful for good efforts, there are still issues.
We are still the only country that is leading on HIV infection. In South Africa, weekly, there are more than 5,336 new HIV infections. Out of that 5,000 weekly, 2,000 only is infection amongst young girls. But on top of that, those people who are on antiretroviral treatment in the country, we are told that there are about 3.5 million. Yet people who are living with HIV in the country are estimated to 7 million, meaning that half of them are not on treatment. In Gauteng, it is said that there is an estimated number of 788,000 people who are on antiretroviral treatment. And out of that 788,000 of people on treatment, about 71,000 of them are lost on follow-ups. One of the leading reasons that people default on treatment, it is the healthcare systems are falling apart. The quality of medication that we're accessing in public healthcare systems is up to par. But what is lacking, it is a political will and a political commitment.
Speaking generally, for all young people, we get scared of going to the clinics. In these days, when you're HIV positive and a young person, they don't actually ask how you got to contract HIV and AIDS, but the answer would always be, she's positive, she's got a blesser. So we get judged a lot that we get HIV through sleeping around, and it's not always the case. So then, as young people, it's a challenge, even though the pills, the medication is there, but it's a challenge for us because we feel like we're going to lack that love and the sense of belonging issue.
The TAC believes the South African government should considerably up its spending on HIV/AIDS research and development. But 20-somethings like Nora can already imagine a changed life if HIV vaccines, for instance, would become available.
In future, if HIV negative people could get vaccines for HIV, it would then help to lower the stigma around HIV positive people, because then they would feel that they are safe. Your partner won't have to be worried about contracting HIV or the issue of having babies in future.
Results of the current preventative HIV vaccine trials are expected late 2020. Only if results are positive, the work to develop a general available vaccine can start. Marise de Klerk, Joburg Today.